This is just a thought, but what if you could be your own pet? Stick with me. So, there's a lot online about ways and means to, take care of yourself, a lot of self-care routines, a lot of self-care influencers and whatnot. But I'd like to take this concept just a little further and look at it a bit more abstractly and think about it in terms of you treating yourself like you are your own pet. So, because if you think about it, we treat our animal companions much better than we usually treat ourselves. They usually eat better than us, they usually sleep better than us, they usually rest more than we do, and they usually exercise more than we do, like we'll take our dogs for a walk because we know it's what they need, it's in their best interest. We'll do that every day, but we don't think of taking care of ourselves in the same way. We don't think, oh, it's a necessity for us to move our bodies every day and exercise every day, even if that exercise is, just putting the hoover around the house or whatever, or going for a walk. It all counts. A lot of us do struggle with, looking after ourselves properly and self-care and whatnot. We've all got responsibilities and busy lives, but it doesn't matter how busy our lives are or what responsibilities we have, we always make sure our pets are well looked after. We always make sure, they have their needs met above and beyond. So I'm proposing we do the same for ourselves, treat ourselves, put ourselves in the same category as our pets. And a fun way you could do this, you could give yourself a cute little nickname. So you could say, give yourself a pet name. Like your partner might have a pet name they use for you. You could use that, or you could make one up. You could even like personify yourself as like an animal. So you could have some fun and think, well, if I was an animal, what animal would I be? What you could be like, oh well, what's my spirit animal? You could be an owl, or you could be a dinosaur, or you could be anything really. And then you give yourself a name, and then you can think about it in third person. You can think about it in the abstract. So say you're a Brachiosaurus named Malcolm, for instance. You could be like, well, I need to get Malcolm some salad. I need to take Malcolm for a walk. I need to, Malcolm needs a nap. And you can kind of have a bit of fun with it, and treat yourself a little abstractly and in the third person, and you could even set little reminders on your phone. So you could set, say, 3 reminders a day, for instance, one in the morning, one around midday, and one in the evening. And if you're an owl and your pet name is Hedwig, then you could be like, set an alarm on your phone with a little owl emoji and saying, feed Hedwig, or take Hedwig out, stretch his wings, and yeah, just have a little bit of fun with it. And then those little fun reminders throughout the day will kind of give you that reminder, that self-care reminder, where whether it's taking yourself out for a walk, or grabbing yourself some nice nutritious food, or even treat food, treat yourself. And you could even add this into your beauty routine, or your kind of manscaping routine, or whatever you have, and you could book yourself a hair appointment, and put that in your diary as Hedwig's haircut, instead of the boring reminder in your phone diary of hairdressers. Spruce it up a bit, really lean into the whole pet analogy, and have it down as like Hedwig's haircut. And if you're say you have a spa day booked, do the same thing, use your pet name. Or if you're a gym goer and you like to go to the gym, and you have like a note of it in your diary, use your pet name, and just try and use that in as many different contexts as you can, revolving around anything that's gonna benefit your physical, mental, emotional, spiritual health. And you can even then take it one step further, where you try and purposefully add things in. So if your pet is a rabbit and you named it after your favourite artist or whatever, it might be Rihanna the rabbit or whatever, and you have a Reiki session, for instance, put it in your phone diary or on your calendar, Rihanna's Reiki session, and little bunny emoji, sparkle emoji, really just like have some fun, lean into it, really take it seriously, unseriously serious. Malcolm's manicure. I mean, I don't know how many guys have manicures these days, but you do you. 2026, nothing wrong with that. But put in your diary a little dinosaur emoji with a little nail emoji, have some fun. And I don't know how well this will work because I haven't got kids myself, but you could always try and rope your kids into this, where you could, encourage them to, maybe take a little care of the mom or the dad every once in a while. It's like, maybe bring Malcolm some chocolates home one day, or maybe on the way back from school, pick a flower for Rihanna, and rope them into it, and see if you can get them on board, and your significant other as well. Like get them on board as well, and get them to have a pet too. I saw an Instagram reel the other day about a guy who said we need more whimsy in our lives, and that really resonated with me. He was like, we need to be more whimsical. We need more whimsy. Be more whimsy, bitch. I'll see if I can find the reel and add it to this video and give him some credit, because it was a really fun little reel. And we do need a little bit more whimsy in this world at the moment, with everything that's going on. It's all doom and gloom, and it's all doom scrolling. But I'm trying to curate my algorithm so I can do more bloom scrolling, and that reel was perfect example of bloom scrolling. I've not heard that before, actually. I've just made that term up. I'm sure it exists, but yeah. So do more bloom scrolling. Stop doom scrolling. Do bloom scroll. Blah. Do more bloom scrolling.
And some of y'all need more whimsy. You gotta be more whimsical. Okay? Do something silly. So goddamn serious all the time. You see the world's on fire, bitch? Be whimsical. Find some time to be whimsical. Damn. Build a fort in your house or something. You know what I'm saying? Put a wig on. Okay? Ridiculous. You know? Shit. Play a prank on your homeboys or something. Something light, something playful. Something. Y'all need some more whimsy. Be whimsy, bitch.
And if you're anything like this pet here, this little madam, this little princess, she's definitely spoiled. You're worth it though, ain't you, boo? You are worth it. Well, say hello to the internet. Well, I think we'll end it on that note anyway. I think that's a little fun way to end the video. Let me know in the comments below what your pet species is and what your pet name is. Well, let's have a little bit of fun. And yeah, I'll look forward to seeing all of your names and what you choose. And yeah, be more whimsical, be your own pet. I don't know, it's just a thought. What do you think? Peace.